SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, welcomes you to the round table of sports debate with the three wise guys. SoundOff begins now.
Make sure you press that
Dynamic show lined up for you. It's the three wise guys on the round table coming to you from ESPN Bet at La Bears. Guidry, Hobbs, and Sarah over here. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary. Have I mentioned that of late?
29
for you. Our 30th here.
For me.
Best half hour of local sports television right here.
Anywhere in Southwest
right here on
Louisiana.
CBS Lake Charles. All right, on tap, the LSU Tigers.
Yeah.
Are they broken or under repair? Just throwing that out there. Cowboys 2-2. Hey, remember my prediction of 8-4? It's an out on the limb prediction, but it's still out there. It's out there. They're 2-2. It's still
doable. Okay.
It's still viable.
It's doable,
what?
Rick. It's doable, Rick. Yeah, I'll say that, Rick. It's doable.
I got to see more.
And we will see. All right. Despite what this man says, the Amazing Saints 2-0.
Now wait,
are they one of the best in the NFC now?
I don't see anybody beating them all year.
Not yet, anyway. All right.
It's early.
Plus, the SEC king of the hill in college football.
As always.
We begin with LSU, of course. All right, another season-opening loss to a pretty good Southern Cal team. A rally against little old Nickel State from the FCS, and kind of an up-and-down game to win on the road at South Carolina. Are they a team that what we're seeing in regards to their schedule, clunky but 2-1? Are they underachieving? Are they underachieving?
That's a good word to use, underachieving. But my problem is this, Rick. It's
with that offensive line, it's the best in the country, supposedly.
Dude,
I agree. I think
I'm looking at the offensive line and like what we said, that should have been the strength. But was that a freshman over Will Campbell that was killing him? That defensive end? That kid was a freshman.
I don't think so. No, I don't think. No, I don't think the offensive line.
You got to remember.
I think there is a freshman that started on
when
South Carolina's defensive line.
When Kevin,
that was a freshman, the defensive end.
Not the two ends. Go ahead.
Kevin was playing quarterback at LSU.
Never got beat.
4-year starter, never gave up a completion.
No.
But wait a minute. But wait, my redshirt freshman year, Scooter. I didn't have a
touchdown
scored on me.
Bruce
Tell the truth, because you wrote about it.
Crank it up.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Zip,
glory days. My redshirt freshman year didn't have a touchdown scored on me, Rick.
I got you.
Not a touchdown scored on me, Rick.
I got you. All right, but
jeez.
The offensive line is getting better. They got to get better at run blocking. We know that. All right. The running game has to get better. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yeah,
by committee. Brian Kelly likes to run by committee, right?
It's still going to be a committee, but this freshman, he's going to be hard.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be hard to keep him out.
It's going to be
interesting. Scooter, I totally agree with you on that. The thing is this, Rick. LSU's been in games to where, you're doing this. Why? With the talent that LSU has. Why, Rick?
Well,
why?
Again, I go back to
it's
not an excuse,
problem.
but there are a number of other teams around the country that haven't found their firm footing yet.
But you see, Kevin, LSU's the only school that gives scholarships.
Apparently
it pays NIL.
Apparently so.
They pay well for NIL. Let me say that.
Do you
Watch
know
the
that
money
for a
game,
fact?
guys, on Prime. Watch the money game on Prime.
Yeah,
you will be surprised.
They give scholarships too.
Yeah,
but they give $1 million.
The thing that bothers me, Ray, in the second half of that game with LSU, if the kid Sellers doesn't go down, Rick, do we win that game? Do we win that game?
I think you do.
I don't know, Scooter.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. That kid was killing us, Scooter.
No, he wouldn't. He made some plays.
How can a quarterback go 65 yards?
How
can a quarterback go 65 yards?
And that's 3.
Stop it. Okay.
75.
That is 3 runs of 65 or more in the last 2 games.
Colin Guggenheim.
Yeah,
that's not
Colin
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Nichols. Little old Nichols
and
did
it's
that
kind of right up the middle. All right, so it's a defense that's getting better, under repair, an offense that they can do it. They need Hilton, I think. Is he still week to week?
Yeah,
they're not going to play him against UCLA.
Hilton's not going to come back until the Ole Miss game.
There was no update on him today.
Yeah, he's not coming back until the Ole Miss game.
Bad.
I don't see him coming back until the Ole Miss.
Let's talk about this Blake Baker defense. I mean, a freshman on the D-line. You got UCLA coming in for a 2:45 Saturday afternoon kickoff. Hot, humid.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
No, shouldn't be a problem.
Was it UCLA not going to be a problem? Did not Ed Orgeron go out there and get beat by UCLA a few years ago?
Yeah, that was a different UCLA team.
I know.
This one apparently.
I know.
And, they may come in and kick LSU's butt. but it's not a real good team. LSU's
No,
favored
they're
by
not good.
like 19.
Yeah,
No.
they're not good. But, did we even think Nichols was going to give us a game?
Yeah, LSU was favored by 48.
They're playing freshmen and they're winning.
We don't have a choice but to
They
play
don't
them.
have. They don't have a
We
choice.
don't have
Not
a
on
choice,
defense.
right?
Not in some of these spots.
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
So, you love this P.J. Woodland.
I do.
You love him. He's playing
do.
great.
I do.
I don't know much about
Look.
this LaShawn Spears who got
I-
to play. Armand Bro. It's going to be shuttle him in and out. It might pay dividends by time they get to Alabama.
If
Play 'em now.
the offense can play complementary
What about Ole
football,
Miss, though?
Oh, yeah.
the offense has to play complementary. You got to take some of the pressure off the defense, and the offense, by doing that, you got to score points. That's what causes problems for the defense.
I think
you got to score
LSU's
points,
okay.
but you got to score more points than that.
I mean,
you got to score.
I mean, you couldn't have
gotta-
asked Nussmeier to play any better.
no, but
mean,
Well,
That's the
We
strength
can't-
of
the
the
pick
team.
was a bad throw. The
we
pick,
can't beat
and that's
people
going to
by
happen.
That
just
was.
20.
That was a bad
That's going to
decision.
happen. I don't remember him making another
Yeah.
throw.
No.
Like the other pick that got called back.
Yeah.
I mean, that was textbook horse collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
the horse collar, the pick
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
Right.
My thing is, Rick, in the SEC, you got to beat teams more than 20 points. You can't expect to go into
Why?
an
I
SEC
thought
game.
you only had to beat them one.
No, yeah, but I'm saying we've
Well,
got to
Georgia
score.
only beat Kentucky by one.
That happens to Georgia all the time. I don't know why, man. That Georgia has that one game, but you know what's good?
Did it
though?
count as a loss?
But you know what's good? They always find a way to win.
Keep
Well,
in
but
mind,
they did
always
fall
find a
out
way to
of
Georgia
number
beats
one.
Kentucky in Lexington by 1. South Carolina beat Kentucky, I believe in Columbia.
31-6.
I think this South Carolina
doesn't
team.
matter,
I think this
does
South
it?
Carolina team
I
is
do.
maybe better than.
I don't
think
know
they
how
are
good
good.
they are
I think they are
offensively.
good.
I'm not as impressed with that quarterback as y'all
I
are.
tell you what, he's good.
But it is a good defense, particularly
they
in
are.
front.
They are. They
Good
are.
defense,
So
good defense. No.
LSU just got to play complimentary
Look,
ball on both sides.
This
That's all.
offense,
Help each other.
right now, until
Help
we
each
get
other.
my boy Caleb Jackson going, and this Durham
better
kid.
keep him in.
Boy,
You better
does he
keep
not
him in.
remind you of Clyde
He
Edwards-Helaire?
does a lot. He does.
But it's the Nussmeier,
does.
Lacey,
Yeah.
and Mason Taylor show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, that's what it is. Right now, that's what it is, okay? Hey, you can watch all of your LSU games and all your favorite games in action at the Max Bar and Grill in Westlake at the top of the National Club Golf Clubhouse. A full menu of all your Louisiana favorites, plus some lagniappe, as we like to say. Check out the grilled cheese crawfish sandwich. Max highlights
That's
include
my
great
favorite.
great service, prices, great family atmosphere, and they're open 7 days a week at the Max.
It's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleaning.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
All right, we're back. Glad you're spending some time with us here on CBS Lake Charles. That would be SoundOff. Remember, if you miss any of our shows on you love that.
I'm keeping it close.
Throw it. The
I'm keeping
weekend,
it
the
close.
flags were just
Hey,
flying
that
everywhere.
thing's been
I'm keeping it close.
All right,
on the
if you
shelf
miss any
for
of our
a
shows,
couple of
Tuesday,
years.
Thursday,
It
or
has.
Saturday nights, go to cbslakeCharles.tv.
Watch us.
Find us on YouTube, on any device that's favorite to you. You can catch us anytime. All right, SoundOff as usual, presented to you by Roto-Rooter, locally owned and operated.
Good friends.
They've got a crew of plumbing experts, and they also do water cleanup and termite
They do it
protection,
right.
exterminating. You got to call J&J Exterminating. Those guys are the pros.
Our good friend
They're
Tim.
protecting your home and businesses for over 60 years. All right,
Yes.
Saints fans, are they for real? I think they are. That's coming up later. All right, let's spin the round
Okay.
table if we could. We got to get this thing on a spinner. I
We do.
like
That would be
idea.
good.
By
Just
the
turn
way,
it. Just turn it up.
speaking of the Saints,
Yeah, we're talking about the Cowboy football, but go ahead.
Do you know where the Super Bowl is this year?
I do
I
indeed.
might have a
I do
slight.
And my lovely bride has already researched ticket prices.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I bet.
You don't want to know.
Yeah. And they redid the Superdome. Like,
I can't wait to see it.
Dome.
I think
they've
the
redone
highest
it too.
level, you're hanging from a rafter.
They have redone it.
It's about $7,000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you really want a great seat, it's going to
Super
run
Bowl.
you about $45,000.
It's
Are
Super
you
Bowl.
kidding me?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm serious.
It's Super Bowl. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's talk McNeese
Oh, yeah.
football. All right, look, they needed a Herculean effort from
They do.
Clifton McDowell. He had, 21 points in the second half. We all know about the Hail Mary, but the 2 touchdown runs late in the game put them over the top 28-24. They win it by 4. You don't apologize for the win. We talked about it in Tuesday. Yes, the unsportsmanlike. There were 4 personal foul unsportsmanlike calls.
Well,
You don't want.
9 more flags. They've got to get
don't want
that
that.
under
normally,
control.
unsportsmanlike penalties, you can't complain about them because you did something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
This
agree
was
with you.
this was
What is
emotion
it?
out of control.
What is
Yeah.
it with these kids, though? It's like they have got to push that envelope, and that they never show any remorse for it.
You know, the thing
You
is.
do at times sound like the old curmudgeon on the
yeah.
porch,
Well,
but
no, and,
I got
and
you.
I'm
It-
not against celebrating, and I've come to grips with that long ago.
okay.
But everybody knows you can't take your helmet off.
I know.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can't
can't
kick
shoot
somebody
at the-
else's helmet. You can't,
You can't
shoot
kick
at
a helmet.
somebody.
I
Yeah.
got you, man. I know.
I mean,
Look,
I'm with you. It's
Look.
mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. And Goff was pulling his hair out over it. And look, and McDowell after the game said, with a smile on his face, I know, I'm wrong. I got to get my emotions in check. He knows. He knows.
it's just.
So
Guys,
it's a learning deal. It's a learning deal.
It's a different game now. It's a different game.
It's a different game,
It
boy, and
is.
you got to coach differently. All right,
You do.
so this offense,
You do.
Again, earlier in the week, Goff says he's well aware that this thing is clunky at the start. McDowell says it's, he kind of looking at me, says, hey, Mr. Rick, it's only 4 weeks into a new offense and we got a slew of new players. I will push back.
Okay.
It's about 8 weeks. Did they not do fall
That was
camp?
my point. That was my point. But look, let me say this, Rick. Don't you
That-
think
that
Goff,
excuse will only go so
Don't you
far.
think Goff right now is pretty happy to be where he's at versus
Oh,
last
are you
year?
kidding me?
Okay.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Let's just let that simmer.
No,
Okay?
no,
Because,
2 and 2. They got to get this
we weren't
offense
having this
rolling
conversation
earlier.
last year.
And I still think this what McDowell does really good
Yeah.
is quick passes.
Yeah.
And I love
I agree
until
with
they
you.
take it away,
It is.
the slant.
It is.
Run
But
that
it is.
slant,
Pass
run
of
the
the
quick
year,
cross,
but-
just get them down.
that wasn't real quick at the end of the half.
No.
But
No.
to help also,
I
Rick,
mean, do you think that sparks them?
the thing that helps him
but
also.
you can say, yeah, that can't be your offense, Hail
No,
Marys.
no.
But you think, because that first half was just hard to watch.
It was.
And you think maybe that'll give them a little spark, get them
Yeah.
going here.
Yeah. I just think
Come
Rick,
out and give, opening drive. Stephen F. just marked, because they hadn't done much on offense
No,
either.
Yeah.
no,
But
no.
opening drive of the second half, right after the Hail Mary, they just marched straight down the field.
I just think with Cliff McDowell, you've got so much with him, Rick. Pass, run, the threat that he can pose to a defense. It seems like the offensive coordinator would want to use that more to put them at an unease because the kid. I mean, look. He put them on their back. I mean, the last few plays at the end. He won the game. I mean,
He's
let's
their
just be
leading
honest.
rusher. He's their
He won the
leading
game,
rusher,
Rick,
and
okay?
he
won the game.
He's pretty tough to get down. He's a
would
big,
you-
he's a
He
big
is
young
just,
man.
is it just me? I don't mean this derogatory. He doesn't look that fast. But
He's
some
not fast.
people that
He's
are
big and slippery.
Yeah.
Some people are faster than they look.
Yeah.
Well, he's not
But-
Lamar Jackson fast, but he's
No,
big.
No.
no.
All right, look, but I'm going to push back earlier in the week. I counted it. 10 different Cowboy receivers caught passes. 6 different guys rushed, had carries. That's good or bad? It's good in a way, maybe bad in a way. I can't figure this out.
Rick, you have to go with what's working. I mean, you have to. As an offense, we're still trying to find out what type of offense that Goff is trying to run here at McNeese. We haven't seen it yet.
Well,
with what
it's
he
his
came
version
in to
of the
say,
air freight.
I guess it is, Rick.
Yeah,
I guess
but
it is.
that's not the way I ever
That's not the way I
envisioned
envisioned
the
it
air
either.
raid.
That's
No.
not the way I envisioned
No.
it. But
No.
I think that, Rick, if it's working, I mean, you just got to go with it for now, Rick, if it's working.
I think worked best was a Hail Mary.
They're convinced.
You can't throw a Hail Mary
This
every
offensive
down.
coaching
you
staff
can't.
is convinced,
You can't.
rotating a lot of receivers and shuttle them in and out. This
If that's what works.
Jermichael Carter, this young man is for real. So we'll see about Curtis DeVille. Didn't play against Stephen F. Austin. We hadn't talked about it yet, but Micah Davey will not play against Alcorn.
That's going to hurt
He's
the defense.
out again for the second
straight
week.
That's going to hurt the defense.
Tristan
He's
Driggers
their
did
best
well.
player.
Yeah, he's their best player.
Lamar did very well. Bugsy Sevilla out of the secondary, a lot of tackles. So
Northwestern didn't do so well.
The thing with that, Rick, when you know that a player is not going to be playing that following week, offenses can they can scheme you, Rick.
Yeah, Micah Davies out,
you,
so he's gonna be week to week on that.
Yeah.
And look, I don't want to overharp. We touched on it earlier in the week. Trevante Citizen. I'd like to see him in that backfield for about 8 to 10 on a long drive, consecutive.
Get something
plays.
going.
Yeah,
Just somebody that can hold
and the
on
thing
to the
is,
ball.
do you know what's going on? I mean, do you know?
And
what
I'm not
it is,
down talking
Rick?
the other backs.
No, I'm not either.
Durham,
but
Ham.
But this guy transferred from Miami to come.
He's a good
to
young
McNeese.
player, and so let's see where this season progresses here. Let's hit this break. When we're coming back, it's these guys.
We can talk about them.
All right.
I'll give you that time,
More
Rick.
sound off when we come back. Stay right there.
Hey, mister, are you a roto-rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all: plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
It is good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is Miller Lite commercial.
Tons of college football. Now we shift to the big boys of the NFL. All right,
Yes, we do.
Carolina, they're lousy.
Ooh.
Carolina's
Lousy
lousy.
lousy is a nice word.
Ran roughshod over. The Dallas Cowboys, they're not lousy.
Don't know what
They
happened.
might
with
be.
that,
Well, no, they're not lousy. They have a
Don't
history.
know what
They'll
happened.
win their
Yeah.
12 or 13 regular season
Yeah.
games. They're playoff. They're playoff
They
good,
are.
and the
They are.
Saints just dominated.
They did.
I still
Dominated.
Who did anybody see that?
I'm still tingling.
that was
This
in Dallas.
I'm
That was-
tingling.
Did you remotely see this coming?
That was in Dallas.
I thought
too.
they could beat the Cowboys on the road, but not like this.
Well, I did.
Not by 25.
No, I'm talking about the first 2 weeks. Yeah, after that first week, yeah, I thought they could beat the Cowboys, but
No, I didn't. I didn't.
not
Scooter.
like
No,
that.
I didn't.
You know that 35, that's the most points Dallas has given up in a half in their history.
Really?
It goes
No
back
way.
to
No.
1960.
No way.
Yes.
No way,
35
Scooter.
and a half?
That's the most in the first half. I
First
don't
half.
know.
Okay. All right.
That's
I'll
new to
trust
me.
you on your research
Yeah,
there,
that's new to
newspaper
me.
boy. That's
I
shocking
didn't
to me.
research. I'm like
That's
Kevin.
shocking
I
to me.
heard it on ESPN.
Look.
Must be true.
The storyline, Kevin, is Clint Kubiak.
No doubt,
he's a
Rick.
passing coordinator from Kyle Shanahan from San
49ers should have
Francisco.
kept him. The 49ers should have kept him.
But he was smart enough to know that Shanahan out on the West Coast, what does he do? He uses the running game to set up the play action.
Look, it's to where when you look at the Saints now, didn't you feel that excitement again, like what the next play is going to be?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that.
It was
oh,
energizing.
Here we go. Oh, here we go
Energizing.
again. I'll be honest with you, Rick.
That's
I
how
watched that
dull
game.
and boring Pete Carmichael
I
was.
watched that
last
game
year.
from start to finish, and I'm telling you, it was no let up with the Saints. This is what I be telling teams, man. Don't take your foot off the gas. That's what the Saints did, man. They didn't.
Well, they did fourth quarter.
Oh, it was over, Scooter.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying.
But they didn't let their foot off the gas
They
with this
could've
Dallas
scored.
team, man.
If they hadn't taken the foot off,
Yeah.
they could have scored 7.
Look,
Kudos to the
when I
Saints,
watch
man.
the Saints, I'm not up and screaming a whole lot. But let me tell you, when Carr hit Shaheed and it was a dime,
It was a dime. It was.
I came off the couch.
It was, man. I mean,
And
you
I
split,
think you were calling me right then.
split-
I think you were calling me. I think you were saying, man, you're right. Derek Carr is top 5
I did
in
not
the
say
NFL.
that. No,
Yeah, I
did
think
not
you
say
were.
that. No, I did
You
not say
should
that.
have been.
I was calling you, Rick. But
So what
Look
was
how much better he's playing with this energized, creative formations and motion
Could this
system.
be the fact? Could this be the change that the Saints has been needing, Rick? I mean, I'm just saying, is it?
Yes.
Okay, but wait now.
Oh,
We're only 2 games in.
I'm going to temper
We're only
it.
2 games in now.
I'm going to temper it. Go.
We're only 2
I
games
brought
in.
it up Tuesday, but it does. It's starting to remind you a lot of when LSU went to the Saints and brought in Joe Brady to work with Steve Ensminger, and they came up with the offense for Joe Burrow.
You're right, Scooter. You're right.
All right, look. Let me attempt to temper a little bit. It's 2 games in, I know.
It
And
is.
look,
and,
if this
and
continues,
the NFL teams are going to lay eggs.
They are. They are.
they're not going to go undefeated. But this offensive line, yes, I'll be the first to admit it. I was very pessimistic. I didn't pick them to win the South. I picked them to go under 500. And with this offensive line, if they can stay healthy, I still don't know if the depth is there. I mean, you've got a rookie, and then you got Trevor Penning, and you got those Lucas at left guard, McCoy, Ruiz. If they stay healthy,
Rick,
this offensive line may be able to do something.
That's a key word you use, healthy.
Yeah, of course.
That's been a problem.
Of course.
That's been the Saints' Achilles heel for quite some time, man. Not be able to keep their good players healthy and on the field. So if they can keep them healthy, Rick.
And the rookie played with a bad back. And he,
I don't know.
Parsons was a non-factor.
I mean,
Lawrence was a non-factor.
He was.
I mean,
when they
interceptions.
took their star players out at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Scooter, you knew from the Dallas Cowboys, we ain't even going. It's done.
We got to spend 20.
They took him out.
We got to spend 20 seconds on 41. If he stays healthy and they keep him fresh,
Kamala.
Is he running for president?
Is he running
for president? 2
for
good
president?
games and he's down.
Yeah.
He's running in the
president,
independent
Rick.
party.
Can you believe that? I tell you what, I think that healthy, Rick, keeping him, that's going to be key.
But again, the creative use of Kamara.
You know, they didn't get greedy. I don't think he played in the fourth quarter, did he?
He had over 100 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns.
I don't think he played in the fourth
quarter. Well, the Dallas Cowboys, they took their starters out right there, like 2 minutes into the fourth.
Fragile,
they took them out. So Rick, you might have something with the Saints. I give you a hard time about the Saints, but that is probably the best game I've seen Carr play as a Saint.
You need to apologize.
That's the best.
You need to apologize
that's the best
about
game.
Derek Carr.
I'm wondering how
that's
many.
the best game I've seen him play as a Saint.
I'm wondering how many, or not just the quarterback, but even under Breeze and Peyton, they didn't play many games better than that.
Not many.
He dropped some dimes, Scooter.
All right. I will give you your due. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I told y'all.
First start as a rookie.
I told y'all.
They didn't totally shut down C.D. Lamb, but damn near.
It's C.D. Lamb, Rick.
I know.
Rick is C.D. Lamb.
That was a cool little duck move he did, though. On the sideline with Matthew and Adebo. No, and I'm up for it. I was pretty cool by C.D. Lamb.
But let me tell you something.
I'll give him that.
It's where that's the kind of stuff you want to see from the Saints, man. That kind of potential that's there.
Guys, I did come off the couch a few times. Tackling. Oh my God!
We didn't bring this up.
Outside of the Lamb
touchdown. McNeese and to some degree LSU. LSU's not the best tackling team, but the Saints.
The Saints has been horrible too, Scoot. I can tell you.
The Saints were tackling.
Look,
they were machines out there.
Is it just me, guys? Does the Honey Badger seem like he could play another 2-3 years?
I hope so.
Is it just me,
I hope
Scoot?
so.
I love the Honey Badger.
I mean, man, the way he was playing.
Look. He's got ties to Southwest Louisiana. We all wish him well. Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
He got his record $60 million, $231 million. Was it 2 picks? Two picks and a fumble?
2 picks and a fumble. Yeah.
Tom Brady in the booth. Everybody heard him. He hated playing Dennis Allen's defense. He hated against the Saints.
That surprised me. If you think about it,
the Saints dominated Tom Brady
would
many times.
dominate him in the regular season.
In the regular season.
Yeah.
They lost that playoff.
And what did he say? Dak Prescott's now in that camp.
Yeah.
That Saints defense. I give it. And Marshawn Lattimore, without Marshawn Lattimore.
You're right. You're right, Rick.
That Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid can play, man.
Adebo.
That dude can play, man.
Alontae Taylor. Oh, my God.
That's Alabama product.
And Jerry Jones.
That's Alabama product right there,
After the game, we didn't see this coming.
Well, Jerry, neither did we.
Yeah, really. Final round of the show coming up.
Oh, my goodness.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
All right, final round of SoundOff.
Already.
We're wrapping it up. We've covered a lot. LSU, you got something on LSU and the Bruins? What's the spread on this?
I'm begging. It's like 19.
20, I figured 20, yeah.
I'm begging LSU. Do the fans, the TV viewers, a favor. Normally, LSU, their second non-conference game.
Watch, here we go. Watch.
Is when they wear the purple jerseys.
Okay.
You know it's coming, okay?
Stay in white for this game, because you will have one of the best uniform matchups with UCLA's
The fashion
home
police.
uniform and LSU's home uniform. Which, of course, LSU's is white jersey.
Yeah.
That's one of the
It's a
best
good
looking.
look. It's a good look, Scooter. It is. I agree. It's a good look.
Don't
It
take
is.
offense.
It's a good
Do
look.
not take offense, okay?
What?
It's a good look.
You're probably in the top 10 of worst dressers in all of media in the whole
take
state of
it.
Louisiana. You're constantly talking about uniforms and matching colors and
He's
what
a
style goes with what.
That's
And he
the
is
deal.
literally the worst dresser.
Scooter can tell you what uniforms look best.
Oh my gosh. McNeese needs to wear the all white.
Oh, look, yeah.
McNeese
Look.
needs to bring
Yeah,
that
they
all
gotta
white.
wear
Oh,
that
I like
again.
that all
Look,
white.
yeah,
They got to
it
bring
did
that
look
back.
good.
They
The
got
white
to
looks
bring
clean.
that
Though. It
back.
just looks clean. The white
All
looks
right, look, we talked about SEC commanding the landscape because
Seven.
of all
7, huh?
6 in the top 7.
Yeah, okay.
Is Ole
Big
Miss
Ten,
in there?
the Big
Oh, they're
Ten
in there.
with 4
They're in
in the
there.
top 11, so Big Ten
They're
right
in
behind.
there.
You and me.
What?
Come on, bad dresser.
Come on.
Am I the only one that's applauding the back? I like monocolor.
Yeah.
The return of the
work.
Pac-12. I know it's Oregon State. I know it's Washington State. Boise, Fresno State, Colorado State,
Yeah,
and
we're-
San Diego
yeah.
State. Come
This is
back.
start.
Pac-12.
I don't think they're going to be part of a Power 5 again.
No, not
Why not?
No,
it's
no,
the Pac-12.
No.
No, they
No,
need to be
they're not
Power
strong
5
enough. They're not
again.
strong enough.
You can't just call yourself the Pac-12.
They're going to be the Pac-12.
I know, but that doesn't make you a Power 5.
Power 5?
I deem them the Power 5.
I loved it that Washington State beat Washington.
Oh, I am
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I loved it too.
And I've always liked Washington, but I
Yeah.
like that.
Go Pac-12. Go Bulldogs. Fresno State. San Diego.
goodness gracious,
Do you know
Rick.
San Diego State's mascot? You do
Yes,
not, but you
Aztecs.
will. The
Yes.
Aztecs.
Yeah.
We're
I
out
knew
of
that.
time. Guidry,
I
Hobbs,
knew
and
that
Sarah.
always.
We'll see you next time right
Go
here
Tigers.
on CBS Lake Charles.